Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome back to Texas Stadium, getting set for the Cowboys and the 49ers. Joining us on the sideline today is DJ Johnson. DJ.
Hey, Sam, Bill, if the temperament of the audience is any indication here, we are going to have ourselves one heck of a game. As we all know, this is the return of Terrell Owens to Texas Stadium, the scene of the now infamous Star game, where many people felt that his post-touchdown celebration got a little bit out of hand. Terrell comes in here a marked man, and I asked him about that. He said, hey, I don't worry about the cheers or the boos. Those are small things. I just worry about playing the game. He is focused, he is serious, and he expects to put up big numbers today. Back up to you, Sam.
Thanks, DJ. And there's Terrell Owens on the right. And George Teague, the man who hit him at midfield last year and got fined a stiff amount of money, and said if his dad knew how much, he would have let him have it. But Terrell Owens wasn't talking about the incident this week, but he was wearing a T-shirt at practice with his likeness standing on top of the star.
You know, the amazing thing is that, or the ironic thing is, I should say, is neither one of them regretted. Neither one of them regretted what they did. And Terrell Owens, you know, the big talk, has he matured? Well, he still had some altercations with the head coach, Steve Mariucci, which started from that event last year right here. And then, of course, George Teague says, I'd do it again. I would do it again. Of course, he wished he wouldn't get fined by his own team for defending the star, but he said he'd do it again.
The 49ers have won the toss and elected to receive. Micah Nora is getting set to kick off. In the game last year, San Francisco won big, 41-24, with Jeff Garcia throwing 4 touchdown passes. Vinny Sutherland is deep. The Cowboys are set. And we are underway. Short kick. Sutherland from the 15 is upended. Falls down at the 30-yard line. The tackle made by Pat Dennis. Jeff Garcia leads his team onto the field. He is completing close to 63% of his passes. 26 touchdown passes, third most in the NFL. The offensive line, Ray Brown has been the key all season long. Newberry, Fiore. Fred Beasley is playing with a cast on his right hand. Owens and Stokes the wideouts. Eric Johnson, the rookie tight ends. They come out with 2 tight ends to start. Garrison Hurst in the backfield. Garcia throwing quickly outside and completing. Justin Swift, the second tight end, made the catch. Take a look at the Dallas defense, ranked 2nd in the NFL. The defensive line has done a great job. Greg Ellis is playing a little hurt. Dat Nguyen is the leading tackler. Great speed. Marcus Steele, the rookie, has done a good job. The cornerbacks have been outstanding. Edwards and Hawthorne, George Teague and Darren Woodson, the veteran safeties. Beasley and Hurst in the backfield. Garrison Hurst first carry, and he's hit by Dat Nguyen of the 33.
Talking with Mike Zimmer, the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys, and what a great transition the whole season has been in transforming this last-ranked defense last year into where they're at right now. But coming into this game, you would think when you play the 49ers that you want to stop the passing game. You want to stop J.J. Stokes and Terrell Owens and Ty Street and the way they spread the ball around from Jeff Garcia. They said no, their focus is stopping the run.
Here's 3rd and 6. Ty Street's in motion. 3 wide receivers in. Garcia to Streets. And he's got the first down as he lunges across the 40. Tackled by Darren Woodson on the play. Last week, the 49ers were protective of Jeff Garcia because of his injured ribs. This week, they look to open it up. There's Beasley playing with the cast on his right hand.
You know, one of the things that they do is normally they take Beasley and they'll motion him out of the backfield and get a running back displaced. That's going to be difficult. You might see more 2 tight ends and 3 wide receiver sets with that cast on his hand.
Throwing on first down. The screen to Hurst. He's wrapped up. Didn't get the block from Ray Brown. Good job by Darren Woodson.
Darren Woodson's a guy that's going to be in the mix a lot today, Sam. The strong safety's got a heck of a responsibility. They're going to need him up front as the 8th man in the box to stop the run. And he's also going to have to take care of the backs out of the backfield, and he's going to have different matchups on him today. You saw how he closed as he came down into the box and closed on that screenplay. Once again, this guy's had an unbelievable year.
Terry Jackson in at fullback, flanks way out to the right side. Cowboys show blitz, and Hurst comes straight ahead and is hit
Big play
by Pepe Zellner at the 40-yard line.
One of the things the Cowboys defensive line does, they're smallish and they're undersized. Watch the slant right here of Pepe Zellner. He jumps, he's going to come slanting inside, and he's going to come right into the hole. You see how quick he gets into that hole, Sam? That makes it very difficult for an offensive lineman at the snap of the ball to know where the guy is that they're going to block if he's moving that quick.
Vinny Sutherland, number 25, is in, and he flanks way out to the right. Garcia goes out of the shotgun. They have to get to the Dallas 49 for a first down. Garcia, with plenty of time, complete to Sutherland. He's short of the first down as the Cowboys have it well covered with Darren Woodson and Pat Dennis.
That time the Cowboys only rushed 3 defensive linemen at Garcia, and they had it picked up pretty good, and they dropped 8 into coverage, and they gave him anything underneath, and they closed quick. That's using Dallas's speed on defense. Watch, it's underneath. Now watch how fast they close on him. There's Pat Dennis, and there's Darren Woodson.
Jason Baker is in to punt, so a good defensive series for the Cowboys after they gave up the 1 first down. Reggie Swinton is back deep, having an excellent year in punt returns is Reggie Swinton. Baker, wobbly kick, bounces down at the 25. Big bounce, and is downed by Jimmy Williams right there at the 25-yard line. Quincy Carter getting set to make his first appearance as the Cowboys go on offense when we come back. Quincy Carter, whose coaches praise him for the way he verbalizes in the huddle. They say he rarely makes a mistake in the huddle, has good command.
That's a start.
That's right. He's two wins against Washington and the Giants. From the 26th, the toss to Emmitt Smith. And Emmitt gets up to the 28-yard line, picked up a couple on the play. The rest of the offense for the Cowboys, the offensive line, Sharon Dorsey starting at right tackle, Kelvin Garman playing hurt. We may see Matt Lair a lot today. Rocket Ismail and Joey Galloway, the good speedy wideouts. Emmitt Smith on the tail of Barry Sanders, and 182 yards away from another 1,000-yard season. Rashad Holman has replaced Ahmed Plummer at left cornerback for San Francisco. On second down, Carter gets time and throws. Galloway overthrew him. Rashad Holman fell down.
Missed opportunity. See, what happened was Ahmad Plummer came up, and he was the support on the first run with Emmitt Smith, and he came in and dove at Emmitt Smith's legs and kind of hurt his arm a little bit. It looked like he got up real slow. He came out there looking at his arm on the sidelines, his shoulder.
The defense for the 49ers, Engelberger playing hurt. He's got a sore heel. Carter leads in sacks. Derek Smith is the leading tackler, had the big defensive play last week. Ulbrich back in the lineup after missing a couple of games with an injury. And Ahmad Plummer is off to the sideline. He has 7 interceptions, leads the 49ers. 3 wide receivers in for Dallas. Carter on third down. Plenty of time, goes outside to the tight end Mike Lucky, and he's brought down short of a first down. Time for an update. The Chicago Bears are looking for a division title. JB, what's going on?
Hey, Sam, take a look at Jim Miller play action, hooking up with Dwayne Bates on a 28-yard strike. First of Bates' career and the first Bears offensive touchdown in the first quarter in 22 games. Back to Sam and Bill.
Thanks, JB. Bears look good, don't they, Bill?
Unbelievable turnaround. You know, you talk about turnarounds, teams trying to build things and rebuild. Well, they did it all on defense, but they keep on having guys pop up on offense. Guys, they get injured at wide receiver, another guy jumps in there.
Here's Micah Noor with a punt. Spinning kick They let it bounce. It takes a bounce in favor of the 49ers and is downed up near the 40-yard line by Arantes Grant. 25-yard punt. And good field position for the 49ers coming up. 49ers are in the playoffs. They have an outside shot of winning the division, but the Rams could clinch that today. They look like they'll meet Green Bay. That's why they need a win to get home field. They want to stay at home where they've given up only 3 points in their last 3 home games. From the 41 with Kevin Barlow and Terry Jackson in the backfield. The play fake by Garcia. Nobody open. Now he throws. He found the man. It's Kevin Barlow. Slips a tackle into Dallas territory to the 46-yard line. Pepe Zellner ran him down, but it's a first down for the 49ers.
Sam, and this is where you get lucky. Remember we were talking about luck at quarterback? Watch Garcia. I mean, for a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL, this play's over. But he does things, and he just keeps on finding a way to make something happen.
Yes.
Now, there's some quarterbacks that might take off running and scrambling. He finds a way to get somebody open downfield, buys time.
He's 5 for 5 and has hit 5 different receivers. 2 wide receivers to the right. The handoff straight ahead to Kevin Barlow. And Barlow gets down to the Dallas 42-yard line.
You know, back to Garcia, one of the things that his comments was, I have to be creative to be good. And even Mariucci talked about him at 180 pounds, and that's what he weighed in at yesterday. Heck, colleges don't even recruit quarterbacks that weigh 180 pounds, let alone a guy. You just get overlooked in this league.
I have a question. How big is his heart?
3 times. It grew on Christmas. 3 times too big.
Can't measure that. Blitz coming. Garcia got rid of it as he was hit, and it falls incomplete. Darren Woodson with the blitz, and he just got to Garcia as he was releasing.
Well, look at the pickup. Look at the job these guys do picking up the blitz. Here comes Woodson sneaking up in here, and they're going to come with a little cross stunt. Watch. Wynn's going to come, and he's going to come. Watch the pickup. If you call that a pickup, sometimes you just may call that the throwing your body in the way. But it did buy time, and when you have a quarterback like Garcia in the mix, that would be enough.
Garrison Hurst in the backfield, 3 wide receivers on 3rd down. Garcia looked one way, goes the other way to Eric Johnson, the tight end. He's got a first down at the Dallas 34. The rookie out of Yale, Eric Johnson.
You know, here's another guy. You know, when you look at teams rebuilding, Sam, and how they go about it. What was he, a 7th round draft choice?
Yes.
He was a wide receiver at Yale. He played on the Yale golf team. And they've got him bulked up a little bit. He's about 250-ish. But he's that tight end that fits so well in this 49er offense. And he's a guy that makes a lot of catches. That was his 36th of the year, and he's kept drives alive.
Off the play fake, Garcia rolls and got rid of it. Incomplete. Intended for Eric Johnson, but the Cowboys had it well covered.
Dexter Coakley was all over him. That was a waggle pass. You know, you're a little sprint out waggle, and we're seeing so much of this in the league right now. Waggle passes. Heck, waggle passes used to be something that was only used in college. Dexter Coakley had that covered pretty good, and as the sprint was on to the sidelines. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of that. These rollouts, getting the quarterback out of the pocket. You know, another way to change the complexion of a defense, to hurt a defense, to put the pressure on a defense.
Is it easier for the offensive line to block?
Yeah, if you know where you're going. But when he's scrambling around and they got to stay in front, then it's not.
Kevin Barlow trying to get outside. It's down to the Dallas 31-yard line. Bring up a 3rd and long.
You know, I always thought that when you play the 49ers team, as you watch this run get shut down, look at the slant that these guys are all moving. Look at the linebackers flowing downhill. There's no place to go. Then the safety comes up and closes and wraps the whole thing up. That's good defense. But I always thought with the 49ers that their run really came from their passing game. And I thought if you wanted to control their run, you had to stifle their passing game. And thus far, the Cowboys are just giving underneath stuff up and closing on it, and therefore it's not being effective.
On 3rd down, they have to get to the 24 for a first. And Garrison Hurst gets inside the 30, but only to the 28-yard line. Darren Woodson and Brandon Noble combined for the stop.
That's right, and Woodson was in the mix again, and you're going to see this guy a lot. Look, now he's lined up outside. Remember last play you saw him in there? Watch how fast he closes in on this, and there for the wrap up. Here's a guy who's been in the league for 10 years, sir. He's been on the Super Bowl teams. He's been in Pro Bowls. And if it weren't for the record,
that's right,
he'd be in a Pro Bowl again this year. He's had an outstanding year.
Jose Cortez, just 2 of his last 5. This is from 46 yards away, and it is no good. Just hooked wide to the left. Cortez got off to the great start this season, made his first 11. Since then, he's under 500, 6 for his last 13. This one is close to the upright, and it just misses. 49ers have some injuries in the secondary. Ahmad Plummer is out. Rashad Holman looks like he's ready to come back, but he's got a stinger after he hit the tight end Mike Lucky, but he looks like he'll be back. Ahmad Plummer is questionable to return. So George McCullough is in the lineup, number 24, 4th-year man out of Baylor. On first down, Emmitt Smith breaks across the 45 and gets a first down up at the 48. Emmitt Smith on a mission to get to 1,000 yards for the 11th consecutive season.
It's his mission, of course, but it's also falls on the shoulder of his offensive teammates. This is what the offensive line has talked about. Look at the combo block here with Larry Allen getting up on top to clear the way. And also the fullback even talked about it, Hambrick. Troy Hambrick said, you know, everybody wants to get him the 1,000 yards. That's a big goal, and that's how much adoration they have for Emmitt Smith.
2 tight ends in for Dallas. It's Emmitt again going left. Derek Smith got a piece, but not enough. Wow. Emmitt Smith across the 45 to the San Francisco 44-yard line, and he has now gone over 16,000 yards in his career.
Again, that little toss play, it worked well for him. That lead draw here, and watch him miss the little stiff arm right there on Derek Smith. You know, it's games like this that you really don't account for Emmitt Smith, but it's games like this that stir the emotions of a guy that's been in the league a long time. He has a lot of memories of the 49ers in big games, and that's where he has always performed.
3 carries, 21 yards, and the second player ever to go over 16,000 rushing yards.
Oh.
Carter going deep for Galloway, and it's almost picked off. George McCullough covering Joey Galloway. So the Cowboys wanted to hit deep, and they tested McCullough, and he was right there.
Well, Quincy actually had 2 guys open. He had Galloway, and watch it. Look here. Look at Ishmael. He had Ishmael right there, but he wants to go right there and work on McCullough. He's the new guy in the game, and it draws a free safety. Ishmael drew the free safety over the top, and he just overthrown it. And actually, that's the second chance he's had with an open receiver that he's overthrown.
3 wide receivers in for Dallas on 3rd and 2. The toss to Michael Wiley. Wiley's got the first down. Wiley missed some practice with a hip contusion this week, but he is in the lineup and a good run for a first down. Jeff Ulbrich on the tackle for the 49ers.
Well, there's the strength of the Cowboys team, and it has been for years, and that's the run game. They run this game so well, and with those big guys up front, if they get a body on you, that's the key. If they get a body on you, it's difficult to stop the running attack, no matter who's in the backfield.
Smith and Hambrick in the backfield. Hambrick is the fullback. Ismail in motion. It's Emmitt Smith straight ahead. Cuts it outside and is brought down by Jason Webster. But a good pickup to the 31-yard line. Good start to the game for Emmitt Smith.
You know, when they lost their fullback, Robert Thomas, they had to make some adjustments, and they put Troy Hambrick in here. It was really a tailback, but here he has to play fullback. Watch the block he gets. Not a great block, but enough of a block to make the thing work. And I think that's been some of the hard things that Emmitt's had to deal with this year. He hasn't had a true fullback in front of him all year long.
From the 32 on 2nd down. The toss to Emmett, and they blew the play dead. Looks like a false start on the Cowboys, and it is. Ron Blum is our referee.
You know, the Cowboys are having their way with the run game. I mean, heck, they're doing whatever they want with it.
5 yards. Repeat 2nd down.
Dave Campo, the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Mistakes have hurt his team in recent games. They had cut down on the penalties for a while, but the last few games the mistakes have crept back in there, and he's upset about it.
Well, mistakes on the field and mistakes in the war room. Mistakes on draft day, I believe, has also hampered what Dave Campo's been able to do.
Here's 2nd and 9. Carter gets time and completes it to Galloway. Hard hit by Jason Webster. Down to the 28-yard line. The Bears are on the move in Detroit. JB's got that for us.
Hey, Sam, Jim Miller may have heard those Drew Bledsoe rumors coming to Chicago. Look at him back here, throwing his 2nd touchdown of the 1st quarter. That one's a David Terrell 20-yard strike. 14-0 Bears over Detroit. Back to Sam Rosen and Bill Maas.
Thanks, JB. And if the Bears win, they clinch the NFC Central Division.
And if San Francisco can't find a way to stop this running game at Dallas, they're going to find themselves in a heap of trouble as far as home field advantage goes with Chicago.
2 tight ends in for Dallas. 3rd and short. Quarterback sneak Quincy Carter, and it looks like he has the 1st down. He does. Cowboys with a good drive after the missed field goal attempt by Jose Cortez. Cowboys have run the ball downfield. The man with the headset on over the cap is Jim Mora, the defensive coordinator of the 49ers. Darren Chavarini is in for Joey Galloway. Ismail in motion, and the flags go down and stop the play again.
You got him again.
And again a false start on Dallas. And this is something they just...
False start, 79 Dallas, 5 yards, repeat 1st down.
That's the rookie, Sharon Dorsey, who's playing for Solomon Page, who was injured last week in his IR. And he came up with a couple of penalties last week in the game against Arizona. He said that was due to his excitement. He was nervous, but he felt with practice this week he'd be okay. But he's hit with a false start there. Galloway is back in at wide receiver. So it's 1st and 15 for the Cowboys. It's Emmitt Smith finding the hole, bouncing it outside, inside the 25, and down to the 24-yard line. Emmitt is really running hard and well. Boy, you watch him run, and you say he hasn't changed one bit. He missed a couple of games earlier this season. Otherwise, he'd probably be over the 1,000-yard mark. The 1st quarter has come to an end. Neither team has scored, but the Cowboys are on the march. Cowboys and 49ers scoreless. We'll be back after a message from your local Fox station. From all of us at Fox, we wish you a happy, healthy, and peaceful New Year. And we hope you'll ring in the new year with a Cotton Bowl, which will be played here in Dallas, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, New Year's Day. Cowboys, first play of the 2nd quarter. Emmitt Smith with a couple of blockers is upended, short pickup. Got maybe a yard on the play down to the 23-yard line. Derek Smith.
You know, one key matchup, Sam, in this game a couple plays ago with right here. This is Dana Stubblefield and this is Larry Allen. And these are 2 veteran guys going at it. But look at the seal. Look at Larry Allen, the power. He drives that seal. He just puts him on the ground. That's big. That's enormous when you can do that to a Dana Stubblefield.
6 defensive backs in for the 49ers. Cowboys have to get to the 17-yard line for a 1st down. Jackie Harris went in motion. Carter on the option. Carter's got a 1st down as he slides to the 12-yard line. The option play for Quincy Carter.
Emmitt Smith knows where to look when he wants to run. Watch what Quincy Carter looks at. Larry Allen and Dana Stubblefield, and he knows where to cut it. Will you look at that seal? That is incredible. You talk about a powerful human being. That is 2 times he has just taken Dana Stubblefield and taken him to his knees. Man to man.
Picked up 11 on the play. 1st down for Dallas at the 49ers 12-yard line. Mike Lucky in motion. 2 tight ends in. Carter off the play fake. Fires and completes to Galloway. inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. Derek Smith made the tackle. That was a well-thrown ball.
Yeah, and take a look at the passing lane here. Look at the passing lane he has. Nobody's in his way. Good pass protection up front by the offensive line. There was no pressure on Quincy Carter at all. And Galloway just settled down in that zone, and Carter had time to find him. And that's 90% of a pass play, is giving your quarterback time to find the open receiver, no matter what the situation is. Man, zone, blitz, buying the quarterback time.
And they are inches short of the first down. 49ers have taken out 2 secondary men and brought in linebacker and a defensive lineman. Red zone this season, the 49ers the best, Dallas the worst. And that is touchdown percentages.
Well, a lot of that has to do with the receivers and the routes that they run, Sam. Because this is a team that has a vertical passing game. You know, a lot of go routes, a lot of digs and outs. It's not a team that runs the crossing routes. So when they get down here, they don't have the size advantage in the receivers to run pattern. 2nd and inches. They can do a lot of things here.
2 tight ends in, but they're split. Carter for handbrake. Too far.
And that's exactly the point I'm talking about. They don't have the size in the receiver. You know, they've always been a vertical team, but when they got into the red zone before, they used to have Michael Irvin, and they could run that fade route to Michael Irvin. Now they have to go with a running back displacement outside here to try to get some height in 6'1" Troy Hamburg. I mean, that's what they need, because they don't have that height outside, so it really affects their passing game when they get down here. Well, don't forget San Francisco last week.
Well, right now it's 3rd and inches. 49ers had the great goal line stand against the Eagles. 3rd and inches. Emmett tripped up for a loss. Jason Webster, beautiful tackle. And the 49er defense, which last week came up with the great plays against the Eagles, come up with a big play. Emmitt Smith got up slowly, and he's shaken up and hurting.
I think he hurt something when he went down on that turf. He gets tripped up here by Webster, but watch what hits. When he hits, he gets
left shoulder.
Either that or his hand hit first and might have popped that shoulder. Take a look at what hits the ground. Yeah.
So a great play, great tackle by Jason Webster. Now, they talk a lot about Ahmad Plummer because he's made all the interceptions, but Webster is having an outstanding season as well. Emmitt Smith going to the sideline. 2 cornerbacks. Plummer's out now. They have really worked hard. Just 2nd-year men. Here is John Hilbert for the field goal try, which is good, and Dallas gets on the board. They fail in the red zone to score a touchdown. A couple of good plays by the 49ers. One a bad pass, but this a great defensive play by Jason Webster. Cowboys lead 3-0. So right there, their squad taking in today's game. Mike Knorr trying an onside kick, and it was smothered by Terry Jackson for the 49ers. So the surprise by Dallas, but Terry Jackson was ready for it.
No, Terry Jackson never moved. Look, he kept his eye on the ball, and he wasn't fooled a bit. Heck of a gamble by Dallas trying to get something jump-started. Didn't fool Terry Jackson.
Emmitt Smith still being tended to on the Dallas bench. Apparently a right wrist injury, which happened on this play. They've jammed that right wrist as he went down. 49ers from the Dallas 43. Garcia completes it to J.J. Stokes. And Stokes inside the 35, close to the first down marker. Haven't seen Terrell Owens as part of the offense yet.
Well, I don't think he's even got a ball yet.
No.
Yeah, but here's what the thing is now they're trying to get creative. Now they went with base personnel, and they had Hurst in there, and they had Beasley in there, and then they spread everybody out. They went empty backfield and started to get some motion. Now that taxes the defense to cover all those guys.
Owens and Streets go to the left side. Garrison Hurst, wow, hit at the line of scrimmage.
Michael
Good
Myers.
play. Let's check out what the Atlanta Falcons are doing in Miami. JB has that for us.
Well, Sam, you know Tampa is in with an Atlanta loss, so you know they're cheering this one on. Take a look at Chandler. Picked off by Brock Marion, who walks it in 26 yards to pay dirt. It's all knotted in Miami at 7. That in the second. Back to Sam and Bill.
And Miami needs a win to clinch a spot in the AFC playoffs. See Atlanta at 7-7, trying to stay alive. 3 wide receivers in for the 49ers, 3rd and a yard. Garcia to throw. And wide open J.J. Stokes. Pete wrestles him down at the 6-yard line. Nobody around J.J. Stokes. And the 49ers have a 1st and goal at the Dallas 6. A pickup of 28 on the play.
Well, again, what they did at 3rd and short, Sam, and what they did is they caught Dallas in their base defense out on the field with 3 wides, and they split the tight end all the way out to the end, and they got mismatches all over the field.
Streets, Owens and Stokes, 3 wide receivers in. Streets in motion. Play fake by Garcia, rolling, looking, and he runs it in himself. Touchdown! His 5th rushing touchdown of the season. Greg Ellis is hurt on the play. He's been playing hurt the last 2 weeks, but Ellis is down on the turf. Jeff Garcia with a wide open path took it in himself. And the 49ers, who are the best in the red zone, cash in with a touchdown. And now Dallas concerned for their fine defensive end, Greg Ellis. Ellis hurting. Garcia getting congratulations for another touchdown.
Owens made it happen.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by Saturn, now with 2 distinctively different car lines, the L Series and S Series. By 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls. By Blockbuster, bringing entertainment home. And by Miller High Life.
Jose Garcia with the extra point after the injury timeout, and the 49ers have taken a 7-3 lead. Jeff Garcia leads the 49ers with 5 rushing touchdowns. At 7-6 Central right here on Fox. The kickoff bouncing past Reggie Swinton through the end zone for a touchback. Want to apologize to Jose Cortez, who kicked the extra point. Jeff Garcia is the man who scored the touchdown.
Well, Jeff Garcia scored a touchdown, but Terrell Owens made it happen. Jeff Garcia is going to be looking for Terrell Owens running this corner route. Now watch what happens. As he gets matched up right here by Dwan Hawthorne, Garcia's looking and he sees the opening right underneath. So Hawthorne matches up and there's an alley there. So Garcia was looking for him. When there was an opening, he just walked right in.
4 plays, 43 yards. 49ers have now scored points in 385 consecutive regular season games. Emmitt Smith back on the field as the Cowboys start from their own 20. Smith takes the toss. Trying to get outside. Good job, Julian Peterson, number 98. The speedy linebacker, 2nd-year man from Michigan State, makes the tackle.
When you look at this San Francisco 49ers defense, you see a bunch of fast guys. You see a bunch of speed, undersized. But see that's stringing the play outside. He takes on the fullback and he checks to see where the ball is. He makes sure he's there, and then he keeps contained. Now, had he ducked inside early, he would have lost contained on the outside, and Emmitt would have had that corner.
Loss of 4 on the play. Smith and Hambrick in the backfield. Carter to put it up. Throws and completes it to Rocket Ismail. Webster takes him down, but it's a 1st down for Dallas at the 35-yard line.
That was a pretty good throw. And Quincy Carter settled down a little bit. Good protection up front. Look at this. The linebackers get picked up while they're coming. Now you have man protection downfield. and Carter has time to find the receiver. Now, that was a good throw. And this so far has been the MO of Quincy Carter. He starts out like, remember when Brett Favre used to get excited when he used to throw the ball high?
Carter on first down, outside of Joey Galloway. That's a first down. Out of bounds at the 47.
He's settling down.
Rashad Holman forced him out.
First couple throws that he threw were high, and that's just his emotion. That's the kind of excitement. That's their biggest problem that Wade Wilson has with him, the quarterback coach, is settling him down before game time, just calming him down. His emotions get flying. He gets all geeked up, and ball sails on him early.
Emmitt Smith goes to the sideline. Terry Witherspoon, number 48, in at fullback, and Troy Hambrick goes back to tailback. Ron Dorsey, the rookie right tackle out of Florida State, moves too soon and is called for a false start.
Yeah, there's kind of no excuse for that. There really isn't. I mean, that snap count is as basic
79
as
Dallas, 5 yards, repeat first down.
I know you're a rookie and all that, but heck, this is the NFL. And that you go back to snap count, you go back to however, when you first put on the pads, it's the first thing you learn. No matter whether you're on the offensive or defensive side of the ball, it's about the snap count.
Dorsey, a 7th round pick out of Florida State. Michael Wiley is in the backfield. 3 wide receivers in for Dallas. On 1st and 15, Wiley stopped immediately. John Engelberger, the defensive end, right there.
Well, now they have Ron Dorsey thinking. Now he's thinking about that snap count. And John Engelberger just jumps around. Just what Engelberger's over here, actually. He jumps around over here. That's where he jumps. He makes the tackle, but
might have to run to the other side. Ball back at the 41. Cowboys have to get to the San Francisco 43 for a first down. Emmitt Smith back in with Troy Hambrick. Carter under pressure, down he goes. Bryant Young with the sack. And the 49ers pass rush, which started slowly this season, has gotten better in recent weeks.
Oh, this is going to be over Kelvin Garman, who's been ailing a little bit with his leg. He doesn't get that thing planted. He doesn't get set. And Bryant Young, that's the old swim move. That's where you grab that one and you swim. It's like a swimming stroke, a freestyle swimming stroke, and you throw your arm over the top of his shoulder pad and pull himself through. Bryant Young got that shoulder, pulled himself through.
14 sacks the last 4 games, including this one for the 49ers. Here's 3rd and long. Have to get to the San Francisco 43. Carter steps up and fires. He's got Galloway, and Galloway's got a first down at the 41.
Big time throw.
That was a bullet.
Big time throw. There's some of the flashes that you see with Quincy Carter. You see some of the mistakes and they're glaring, but watch. Here's the go route. You talk about the Cowboys going vertical, and they're after him. This pocket closes down. He steps up in the pocket and just lets this thing fly between the safety and the corner.
Quincy, nice dance. Pickup of 26 on the play. Galloway's 4th catch. On first down, it's Emmitt Smith. Good hole. Emmitt taking it down to the 20-yard line. Lance Schulters took him down. 20-yard pickup for Emmitt Smith, who's having a big game.
Well, they had this called perfectly, because watch the down block right here. They're in an over defense. There's the down block, and Derek Smith's supposed to fill that, and that's Derek Smith's tackle. Because the guard blocks down on the nose, he has to fill. He was there to make the tackle. He just fell for that little wiggle that Emmitt gave him.
A couple of backups in on the defensive line. Reggie McGrew and Bobby Setzer for the 49ers on first down. Carter throwing, completing the Rocket Ismail. Out of bounds inside the 5. At the 3-yard line, Jason Webster took him out. Carter is on fire. And the Cowboys are on the move. A pickup of 18.
You know, when you talk about the quarterbacks and how tough it is to find the guy to play quarterback in this league, The one thing the 49ers had is they got a guy that had a lot of experience. And he's up in Canada, and he's 31 years old when you're talking about Jeff Garcia. Now you have a young guy in Quincy Carter. Heck, he's only had about 7 starts.
This is number, yeah.
This is seventh starts in the league, and you see progress being made.
Carter has hit 5 in a row. Make it 6. Touchdown. Darren Chiaverini. And the Cowboys take the lead again.
That was pretty good because it was a play action, and normally when you go play action, you stay with that side of the field, and they ran it to the right, and you look for the fullback seeping through. He turned and came all the way back to his left where Chiaverini was.
John Hilbert for the extra point. Chiaverini's 2nd touchdown of the season. Cowboys with an 80-yard drive, led beautifully by Quincy Carter. He made a big-time throw on 3rd down. And this one is a touchdown to Darren Chiaverini. Cowboys lead it 10-7. They have reason to celebrate.
Here's Darren Chiaverini. Now watch, they're going to run play action this way, and Quincy Carter's going to look this way, then flip back over here to the right, and that's where Chiaverini's going to be. Normally you follow the fullback through and look, boom. He comes backside, and no one gets back over there to pick up Chiaverini. Well-designed play.
Carter did a great job, I thought,
selling
that
it.
Drive.
Oh, the whole drive, yeah. He was very accurate. The big play was the one to Galloway for the 1st down.
Micah Nord kicks off. This one goes deep. Bounces and goes out of bounds. So the 49ers get it to the 40-yard line. Not what the Cowboys wanted. 49ers.
The kick, 1st down at the 40-yard line. Timeout.
49ers have had good field position throughout the game. They hooked up for a touchdown. Carter and Chiaverini, they're still talking about it. 49ers don't score much in the 1st quarter. 2nd quarters have been their best. The numbers there, they haven't run the ball well thus far in the game. Here's Kevin Barlow. Gets up to the 46-yard line. That's a good pickup on 1st down for the 49ers.
Well, it wasn't. It's because Eric Johnson got away with one, the tight end.
Oh, yeah?
He had a hold of Dexter Coakley. Watch the block. He's going to be outside here. He's going to get a piece of Coakley. Watch. He grabs him, and he's pulling his arm. He's holding on to him.
I thought he was shaking hands with him.
That's it. Wishing him happy holiday. That's the old Yale smarts coming out in him.
3 wide receivers in for the 49ers. Everybody out. Quick toss. Terry Jackson has a 1st down. And is gang tackled at the Dallas 47. Dexter Coakley, the 1st man there on Terry Jackson, is a good receiver out of the backfield, and will play more with Fred Beasley bothered with that.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Yeah,
broken hand.
Yeah, the way they use their formation and personnel and the fullback and how they'll motion them out. If you're going to motion out, you need a guy that can catch the ball outside. If you have that matchup, I don't think Beasley's suited for that with that big thing he has on his hand.
First is the lone running back. Everybody out. Garcia being chased, gets rid of it as he was out of the pocket, takes a hard hit. Demetric Evans, number 92, the rookie out of Georgia, with a big hit after Garcia got rid of it.
Now, see, this is something rare. You rarely see out of San Francisco. You rarely see them go vertical, Sam. This is something they only do a couple times a game. See these routes? They're all downtown. Now, when you need that, you need time. Now, here comes the pressure on Garcia. Vertical routes take time. And that's why the 49ers are better suited with all the crossing stuff underneath.
They have 4 wide receivers in. Vinny Sutherland is in. Terry Jackson in the backfield. Dropped the ball. And the Cowboys look like they may have gotten it. They did. That is the first fumble the 49ers have lost in the last 6 games.
Sam, this is something the 49ers always try a different play every game. They'll try a little of this, a little of that. This was a trap play. They pulled the guard Dave Fiore on a trap, And what happens is the timing gets all messed up with this thing, and Terry Jackson fumbles the ball.
And they do it off a spread formation with 4 wide receivers in the lineup.
Well, they're trying to get the defense spread out is what they're trying to do there.
Jackson lost the football. Greg Ellis recovered it.
There's a trap, and the ball, he's looking for the hole, and he never really gets control of the ball in his hand.
Look at this wrestling match. Ellis and Jackson.
I think Jackson actually ended up with that ball.
Not when the official looked at it. They gave it to Greg Ellis and the Cowboys, who start from their 47. Carter under pressure. Throws for Galloway, incomplete. Rashad Holman with a coverage on the play, broke it up. Holman playing for the injured Ahmed Plummer.
Oh, and that was a heck of a. This is an out, but watch right here. Watch him come back and bat that ball away. Now, what it takes for a defensive back, when you're running with the speed of a Joey Galloway outside like that, you're going to be getting back in a hurry. So in order to settle your body and get composure over it and stop it and then break on that ball, that's the tough thing to do when you're playing corner.
Rashad Holman, rookie out of Louisville, a 6th-round draft pick. Another one of the fine young secondary members of the 49ers. Here's 2nd and 10 for Dallas. Carter being rushed, steps up and runs. Spinning across midfield. He's down to the 48-yard line. Lance Schulters, number 30, wrapped him up.
Well, this time it's a pass, and watch right here. Stubby wins this one just on quickness. He sets up Larry Allen, and Larry ducks his head. See that? And that's what you can't, when you're an offensive lineman, you can't duck your head forward in pass protection, or that's what will happen to you. You get the back of that shoulder pad hit, and you'll go right to the turf. Stubby using some of his quicks on Larry Allen that time.
4 wide receivers in for Dallas. Michael Wiley in the backfield on 3rd and 5. Everybody out. Carter throws and completes it very close to the 1st down marker. Completed to Kenyon Rambo.
Well, this is all going to come down to the spot here.
Now, and it's a 1st down for Dallas. Carter's been making plays. He's completed a couple of big 3rd down passes. We've reached the 2-minute warning. The Dallas Cowboys hanging in there, leading San Francisco 10-7.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by DirecTV, the #1 satellite entertainment provider.
Show period. Cowboys 1st down at the 49ers 42. Hambrick spins away from Carter, goes the other way, and Lance Schulters knocks him out of bounds for a big loss back to the Dallas 47-yard line. Andre Carter got the first piece of Troy Hambrick.
You know what you do when something like that happens, when you're running around back there and it doesn't work out and you backspin and there's more people after you. You throw the ball out of bounds. When you run and you throw the ball out of bounds, and then you're back at 2nd and 10. And then now you're 2nd and 20.
Loss of 10 on the play, back to the 48-yard line.
I don't think anybody ever really teaches that either. I don't know.
It's got to be instinctive, don't you think? Hambrick and Smith in the backfield. Carter with time, and the pass was a little too high for Mike Lucky, the tight end. It might have been intended for Rocket Ismail 10 yards further downfield. Lucky went up, got his hand on it, but could not control.
Unlucky then.
That's a good point.
You know, and Sam, you know, in your last read there about when you were in Texas. So when you're in Texas, it's actually the best daggum.
I got you.
Sports show, period.
I didn't read that correctly.
Yeah.
Next time. Cowboys 5 for 7 on 1st downs. Carter gets time, swings it out, and that another unlucky play for Mike Lucky. So the Cowboys will be forced to punt.
A little bit high on him too on this throw.
Yeah, again.
Should have been able to pull it in, though.
Second punt of the game for Micah Noor. Vinny Sutherland is back deep. 1:40 remaining in the first half. And Dallas with a fine effort leading the 49ers. This is a good punt. Sutherland takes it at the 11. Finds a lane. Sutherland with a good return is ridden down. Up at the 28-yard line. Tony Dixon made the tackle. 41-yard punt. Well, it wasn't exactly 20 years ago today, but close. January 10th marks the 20th anniversary of the play that marked the balance of power turn in the NFC. 58 seconds left. Joe Montana rolling, finds Dwight Clark in the back of the end zone. Game-winning touchdown as the 49ers beat Dallas with the play that will be forever known as the catch. 3 wide receivers in. Garcia throws short to Garrison Hurst. Wrapped up by Dexter Coakley at the 32-yard line.
You know, a lot of similarities between Bill Walsh's team and the catch.
Yeah.
And what the transformation they went through to get to a Super Bowl team and what the 49ers are going through right now. A lot of similarities.
Hand off to Garrison Hurst, swings it outside, goes out of bounds up at the 43-yard line. 55 seconds remaining. And the 49ers with time and 3 timeouts available to get into scoring position. Garrison Hurst, 5 carries, 18 yards. It's been a quiet offensive first half for Steve Mariucci's 49ers. The Cowboys defense has done a good job. Stokes in motion. Long count for Garcia. Reese jumped offside. The dump off to Hurst, and he's hit immediately. Once again, Dexter Coakley, but it'll be an offside penalty against the Cowboys. Izell Reese, the man to jump. A little problem with referee Ron Blum's microphone, but it was against Izell Reese. Dave Campo looks on. First and 5 for San Francisco. 3 wide receivers in, make it 4 now.
Empty backfield.
And again, there's movement. This time, it may have been
On Eric Johnson.
Eric Johnson, the tight end.
We're back to 1st and 10.
False start. Microphone not working. We apologize for that. Eric Johnson, the rookie tight end, the man called.
You don't have to apologize. I mean, maybe Ron Blum's hitting the wrong button. You know, we don't know. We didn't do anything to that microphone down there, Sam.
I just feel badly for the people at home can't hear the referee's call. Garcia fakes, dumps it off to Eric Johnson. Tripped up. Good play by Brandon Noble as Johnson was just getting started.
You know, you're talking about some of those similarities in these teams. Take a look at 1979. Look what Bill Walsh did. His first 2 drafts, he went all on the defensive side of the ball, and some big names there, as you can see. And you go to this year, and you think about what they did or last year, actually, 2000 draft. You take a look at what they did. And they did use the same formula. Of course, Bill Walsh was there then, and he's still a big part of it. And it was those drafts that got them to the Super Bowl 2 years later. It'll be interesting to see how these young guys and what transpires with the young guys that they drafted this year.
Last 2 years, they've drafted 2/3 for defense.
And they stuck them all out on the field.
Yeah.
Last year, they stuck them out there. The majority of the youngsters played. This year, they're sticking them out there. They're playing.
They've had the patience Three wide receivers in on second down. Everybody out. Garcia has time. He's going deep for Terrell Owens. He's got it. He is spun down at the 13-yard line by Dwan Hawthorne. First catch of the game for Terrell Owens, and it's a big one.
There's something about the 50-yard line, and all of a sudden this team is going vertical. Look at it. And this is uncharacteristic of what they do. Dwan Hawthorne was waiting for something underneath, and Owens put a little move on him at the line of scrimmage and got by him. That was 4 vertical, and the last time they did it, they were at midfield as well.
Picked up 37 on the play. And Terrell Owens has now caught a pass in 85 consecutive games. That's his 87th catch of the season. A timeout is called, and he's focusing on the game. Not interested in getting anybody upset.
Well, he's looking
at another incident.
Well, he's looking at the little stars and not the big stars.
That's right.
And the little stars are in the end zone on the helmet. That's what he's concentrating on, these little stars over here.
So now from the 14, first down 49ers. Hurst in motion. Jackson still in the backfield. Garcia throws to the end zone, incomplete. Try to get it to J.J. Stokes. Good coverage by Dwan Hawthorne on the play.
Well, good aggressive play by all the corners and DBs for Dallas at the line of scrimmage. They disrupted the timing patterns of the receivers for San Francisco. They got up there and they jammed them. They got their hands on them. They disrupted and made it hard for them to get off the line of scrimmage.
Garcia loves to spread it around. He is connected with 9 different receivers. On second down, Stokes in motion. The play fake. Garcia throwing and almost intercepted by Mario Edwards.
And a penalty flag down, roughing the passer.
Brandon Noble with the hit on Jeff Garcia.
Watch Mario Edwards coming across. That means it's man. Now watch how he settles, because he knows the route. It's going to be an outside route. He never bid on anything inside, even with the cross. That was man all the way. Mario Edwards played that exceptionally well.
Brandon Noble called for roughing the passer. First down, 49ers at the Dallas 7. The body slam by Brandon Noble. You didn't like it, did you?
I don't like it at all. And I've seen too much of it the last few weeks, and I totally disagree with it.
First and goal. Ty Streets in motion. Everybody out. Garcia throws. Touchdown, J.J. Stokes. He beat Dwan Hawthorne on the play. The 49ers have the lead.
Mistakes are killing Dallas. That's all there is to it. Mistakes, penalties are the primary thing. All the way back at the 50-yard line when you had Izell Reese. Offsides, that started it. Then there was one after another, and then there was miscommunication. Then there was a mental breakdown right there on that by Dwan Hawthorne.
Jose Cortez for the extra point. 6 plays, 73 yards in 1:14 seconds. The 49ers have grabbed the lead. Second quarter is their quarter all season long. They've now scored 132 points in the second quarter this season.
Watch Dwan Hawthorne. Watch him bite on the inside right here. And this is where he gets lost. Right there he gets lost and could never recover. He has to settle on that. He has to settle on that and doesn't have to take away the inside quite as hard, because he knows he has people in there. And he loses. That's where the separation comes from Stokes.
5th touchdown of the season for J.J. Stokes. 27th touchdown pass thrown by Jeff Garcia. They had Owens covered. But Garcia went to J.J. Stokes and connected. So Garcia has rushed for a touchdown and passed for a touchdown. This season, he has been involved in 32 touchdowns, 27 passes, 5 runs. And the 49ers have the lead with just 12 seconds remaining in the first half. Low kick by Cortez, picked up on the run and taken out of bounds by Demetric Evans, the defensive end. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, it's the Visa Halftime Report. JB, Terry, Howie, and Chris in the studio. We'll have scores and highlights from around the league. The Fox Sports ticker gets you updated on up to the second stats. Stay tuned for the Visa Halftime Report. Quincy Carter has 9 seconds to work with from his own 31-yard line. Hamrick and Wiley in the backfield, and it'll be a kneel down for Quincy Carter.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm fine with that. I mean, when they walked out there and I saw 9 seconds left, the one thing they have to work on is getting themselves focused because they're shooting themselves in the foot.
Cowboys have hung in there. It's 14-10 San Francisco at halftime.
Terry Steelers over
That's
Chris's
right.
Bengals.
There you go.
That's
Looking
all right.
good. Keep it going,
Second
baby.
half team, JB.
Second half
team. Yes, indeed.
next year. Is that the deal?
Second half of next year, they're going to be a good team. Yes, sir. How about Quincy Carter here in the first half?
Oh, what are you going to say about Quincy, Chris?
Let me say, he plays great. He's had a great first half.
What about Drew Bledsoe?
Wait a minute. Now, last week in the game against Arizona, he makes the rookie mistakes. He has a good game, he has a bad game. He has a good game, he has a bad game. It's the typical of a rookie. My question is, do you want him to be good right now, or are you willing to wait out the process? And if they're willing to wait out the process, the guy could be the guy if they want to win next year.
Oh, Chris, but that's the case with any rookie, though, isn't it?
I understand that, JB, but do you want to try and sell the stadium, which TV talks about?
You make me sick.
How so? Go ahead.
I swear. It's like you were replacing this guy in the pregame. He replaced him. He said they were a quarterback away.
$5 million for Drew
to quote
Bledsoe.
the prophetic one.
I said he played well. What do you want me to do?
If they want to win now, they want.
I said he played well.
The noble penalty which led to the second touchdown by Garcia was a mistake. I agree with Bill Maas. That was a petty call.
You got the last word, Chris?
He played well in the first half. Is that what you want to do next year? Make up your mind, JB.
Well,
you decide.
You're taking it. Make up
Chris
your
is a
mind.
tough one.
You make
Second
up
half,
your mind.
Visa halftime continues right after this. Chris is tough. Is he? Scotty, is he?
Visa is proud to celebrate the fans this season. Visa, it's everywhere NFL fans want to be.